The heartbreak of a last-gasp equalizer strikes again. Imagine pouring your heart into a comeback, only to see it dashed in the dying seconds. That's the raw emotion fans of Leicester City are grappling with after a thrilling yet agonizing draw against Middlesbrough, extending their winless streak to 5 matches. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this a missed opportunity for redemption, or a sign of deeper issues brewing at the King Power Stadium? Dive in with me as we unpack the match, the manager's bold decisions, and those pivotal player performances that left us all scratching our heads. In a match that had the potential to lift spirits after recent gloom, Luke Ayling's 96th-minute header cruelly denied Leicester City a vital win under Martí Cifuentes. The team, facing a 10-man Middlesbrough side, seemed on the brink of claiming their first victory in 5 games, easing the mounting pressure around their home ground. But fate and a well-placed nod had other plans, with Ayling capitalising on a late set-piece to keep City's frustrating run alive. To set the scene, Jordan Ayew's first-half penalty, awarded after Hayden Hackney handled the ball in a contentious moment off the slick pitch, gave City the lead. It was a spot kick that sparked debate. Was it truly inside the area, as Boro protested? Yet, Ayew calmly slotted it past goalkeeper Sol Brynn, and things looked promising. Then, late in the game, Alfie Jones saw red for a desperate last-man challenge, leaving Middlesbrough down to 10 men. Most fans would argue that should have sealed the deal, but as we all know, football has a way of defying logic. City couldn't capitalise on the numerical advantage, allowing Ayling to rise highest and head home with practically the final touch of the ball. Martí Cifuentes, responding to the team's string of poor results, shook things up with unexpected lineup changes and a shift in formation. Academy star Ben Nelson earned his first league start of the season, slotting into a back 3 setup that ditched the usual 4-3-3. Oliver Skipp, absent for nearly 2 months, also returned to the starting 11. These moves aimed to inject fresh energy, but the atmosphere remained tense, echoing the boos from the recent Blackburn defeat, with early jeers directed at Ayew for slowing down play. That said, Ayew's contributions shone through in other ways. He earned crucial free kicks from which City fashioned chances, and his ability to shield the ball amidst pressure was a bright spot. Luke Thomas delivered whipped crosses that could have been lethal, setting up moments like Abdul Fatawu's diving header, Julian Carranza's spinning effort, and a golden opportunity for Caleb Okoli. The young Italian defender, unmarked 6 yards out, had a sitter but somehow missed the ball entirely, a moment that's sure to fuel post-match analysis. Middlesbrough, despite dominating possession, struggled to turn it into goals, with their best chance coming when Jakub Stolarczyk spilled a tame shot from Matt Targett. The Polish keeper redeemed himself by denying David Strelec at point-blank range. City, meanwhile, were handed that penalty lifeline after a loose ball ricocheted off the wet turf, leading to Hackney's handball. Referee Adam Herczeg's decision was hotly disputed, adding another layer of controversy to an already heated encounter. Stolarczyk battled through an early injury but was substituted at half-time, making way for debutant Asmir Begovic. The veteran had a quiet second half until key interventions, first, sliding out to block Tommy Conway after Jannik Vestergaard's slip, and later, facing that fateful aerial ball. One burning question: could Begovic have come forth to claim the cross and prevent Ayling's equalizer? It's the kind of debate that keeps fans arguing long after the final whistle. And this is the part most people miss, the impact of substitutions and tactical shifts on player performances. Let's break down the ratings, keeping things straightforward for newcomers to the game. I'm scoring each player out of 10, based on their contributions, with explanations to help you understand why. Jakub Stolarczyk. Despite an early injury that might have influenced his handling of Targett's weak shot, he recovered brilliantly to block Strelec's close-range effort. That was his standout moment before being pulled at half-time. A solid effort under tough circumstances. 6. Caleb Okoli. Offensively, he squandered a glaring chance and struggled to link up with Fatawu, but defensively, he was sharp, quick, and perceptive. However, that late header from Ayling raises eyebrows. Did he mark properly, or was fatigue a factor? For beginners, think of this as a defender needing to stay switched on until the very end. 5. Jannik Vestergaard. He had a rare positive charge forward in the first half to win possession, but otherwise, he was subdued, relying on his flanking defenders. A second-half error letting a ball slip past him could have cost dearly, if not for Begovic's heroics. It's a reminder of how one lapse can shift a game's momentum. 5. Ben Nelson, absolutely impressive, prompting questions about why he hasn't started sooner. He was rock-solid defensively, winning aerial duels and staying composed. On the ball, he was reliable, if not overly adventurous, a perfect example of steady, effective play that beginners can appreciate for its simplicity. 7. Abdul Fatawu, he appeared frustrated and disengaged in the first half, exchanging words with Cifuentes and needing calming from Winks. While he showed glimpses of his usual flair later, it was a subdued performance overall, perhaps reflecting the team's collective slump. Could off-field tensions be playing a role here? 4. Harry Winks, possibly City's standout performer. His neat passes in the first half and robust defensive work were crucial, and he initiated counters in the second. Yet, his teammates couldn't finish them off, highlighting the importance of team synergy in football. 7. Oliver Skipp, he didn't make major errors besides a yellow card, but in a gritty, scrappy game, midfielders need to be more assertive and controlling. This is where experience matters. Skipp has the talent, but did he impose himself enough? 4. Luke Thomas, his crossing and free-kick delivery were outstanding, providing City's most threatening moments in the first half. Defensively, he handled a challenging role well, serving as an inspiration for wingbacks everywhere. If only he'd earned that assist. 7. Jordan James, slow to start, barely influencing play early on, but he sparked into life with a crucial interception and began threading passes to Fatawu and whipping in dangerous balls. It's a classic case of a player finding his rhythm mid-match. 5. Jordan Ayew, despite initial boos for time wasting, he proved effective by winning free kicks and expertly retaining possession under pressure. This duality, annoying fans yet contributing positively, fuels endless debate about his role. 6. Julian Carranza, he started actively but became isolated, failing to make smart runs, which drew Cifuentes' ire. For strikers, positioning is key, and this game illustrated how one wrong movement can disrupt the flow. 4. Asmir Begovic, his save against Conway was pivotal, rushing out to block at the striker's feet. Yet, on the equalizer, with the ball hanging in the air, could he have punched it clear? Goalkeeping decisions like this often divide opinion. 6. Pat Sundaka, struggling to find form, he couldn't capitalize on a good pass from De Cordovareed due to a poor touch. It's frustrating for fans rooting for his comeback, and raises questions about confidence in football. 4. Bobby De Cordovareed, he delivered one incisive pass to Daka but was largely peripheral, showing how even experienced players can be overshadowed in tough matches. 5. Hamza Chowdhury, he bolstered the backline effectively during set pieces until that late heartbreak, demonstrating versatility in defense. 5. Steffi Mavididi, his dribble forced Jones' red card, but he failed to exploit other counterattacks, underscoring the need for composure in fast breaks. 5. In wrapping up, this draw leaves Leicester City at a crossroads. Do they learn from these near misses, or will the winless streak spiral further? And here's a controversial twist. Some might argue Cifuentes' formation changes were genius attempts at adaptation, while others see them as too little, too late. What do you think? Should Begovic have claimed that cross, or is Okoli more to blame for the goal? Who was your star of the show, and who needs a stern talking to? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear agreements, disagreements, and any fresh angles you bring to the table.